Hello, and let's start with social profile of Hindu nationalism. So, Hindu nationalism has historically been driven by upper castes due to its socially conservative outlook. While it theoretically seeks to abolish the caste system as a source of national division, it continues to uphold Brahminical values and the traditional Hindu social order. Deen Dayal Upadhyaya, a key post-independence Hindu nationalist ideologue, advocated for restoring the original caste system in its ideal form. In Integral Humanism, a book he wrote in 1965, he described society as an organic unity based on caste-based antiquity, comparing it to the limbs of Virat Purusha, where each caste plays a complementary yet hierarchical role in maintaining social harmony. What is the key point over here? The RSS and the BJP theoretically seeks to abolish the caste system as a source of national division, but they continue to uphold Brahminical values and the traditional Hindu social order. Okay, let's now move to next slide and let's now talk about resisting positive discrimination toward lower castes. In August 1990, Prime Minister Vishwanath Pratap Singh announced he would implement the recommendations of the Mandal Commission. The RSS reacted vehemently because at that time RSS and BJP were bitterly opposed to reservation policy because they thought it is going to divide the society further. Its English language weekly magazine, The Organizer, called it a reactivation of the caste war that was a source of division in a nation that the Sangh was striving to unify over and above caste and class differences. In 1993, the Secretary General of the movement, H.V. Seshadri, in a blend of threats and paternalism, pronounced that the BJP, which could no longer disregard OBCs, was faced with a dilemma. If it did nothing for them, it was destined to remain in the opposition. If it defended quotas, it would lose a large portion of its traditional base made up of upper caste. Paralyzed, BJP leaders did not dare openly attack VP Singh's decision to implement the recommendation of Mandal Commission. Instead, they discreetly backed students demonstrating against Mandal. So, RSS and BJP, they remained committed to their policy of not supporting reservation. But then, what to do? They could not have disregarded OBCs for a long period of time. So, what they did, they quietly begged students who were protesting against Mandal Commission recommendation of extending 27% reservation for OBCs. Then the party experimented with three strategies. First is suggested replacing caste-based quotas with others based on income. So let's not talk about caste, let's talk about income. So anybody who happens to be poor will be given or will be entitled to get reservation. Second, the BJP attempted to divert lower caste attention from quota policies by relaunching Ayodhya movement. So you're talking about caste, let's now talk about religion. That is what they did. The BJP thus hoped to put caste divisions aside and encourage OBCs to view themselves as Hindus first and foremost, and they could think of their caste later. So what is important is religion, not the caste. While the Rath Yatra aimed to diffuse caste tensions, it also became the moment when many upper caste Hindus rallied behind the BJP, not only in defense of their religion, but also because they saw it as a party opposing quotas for lower caste. However, upper caste support alone was insufficient, even in the north, where they were more numerous to secure a majority for the BJP. And the third strand of the party's strategy was to adopt a more favorable stance. One, when you talk about caste based reservation, let's talk about income based reservation. The second policy BJP adopted by relaunching Ayodhya movement, it wanted to divert attention away from caste and towards religion. The third strategy is to adopt a more favorable stance on the quotas, particularly after 1993 regional elections, when its strong association with upper caste Hindus proved to be a liability because the BJP lost elections in Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. So in 1993, the BJP lost elections in Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh to alliances of lower caste parties like the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samaj Party, catering to Yadav and Dalit communities. And in Madhya Pradesh, the BJP lost to Congress. This led to an internal debate within the BJP between leaders advocating for greater inclusion of lower caste and those who remained committed to the RSS's hierarchical vision, which rejected affirmative action. So K. Govindacharya, the main proponent of the inclusion strategy, referred to caste-based outreach as social engineering. However, he was immediately criticized by BJP leaders who opposed any artificial restructuring of the social order, arguing that it risked reinforcing caste divisions rather than eliminating them. So you can clearly see here a kind of internal division within the BJP. Murli Manohar Joshi strongly opposed social engineering even for scheduled castes, claiming it contributed to economic stagnation. Despite this ideological resistance, lower caste leaders were gradually integrated into the BJP's leadership after the 1993 elections. In January 1994, Hukumdev Narayan Yadav was appointed to the national executive, and Uma Bharati, being a Lodi, was made head of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha. However, the BJP remained an upper caste dominated party in terms of both leadership and elected official. This is the key point I need to emphasize upon. So the BJP remained an upper caste dominated party in terms of both leadership and elected officials. The proportion of BJP OBC MPs from the Hindi belt declined from 20% in 1998 to 15% in 2004, while the proportion of upper caste MPs remained high at 41%. Similarly, although the share of upper caste leaders in the BJP's national executive decreased from 72% in 1991 to 55% in 1998, they still formed the majority. Thus, while the BJP became more responsive to OBC demands, it struggled to attract large numbers of OBC voters compared to its strong base among upper caste Hindus. Thank you.